And now, Brian North with News Channel 12 Sports.
All right, let's start a real busy Thursday night of high school sports with D.H. Conley's volleyball team trying to get back to the 3A state championship game for the first time in a couple of years, playing a team that beat them in last year's Eastern Finals. Talking about Chapel Hill, packed house at the Hollywood Crossroads as Conley has only lost 6 games all year long. Boy, they came out and looked good early on as they picked up that spike. And then they would come back again. And they would win the first couple of games. And then how about the big one by Elena Fuller? And it looked like they were going to roll, and they did. They went at 3-1. They're headed back to the state championship game again.
This is an amazing feeling. These girls have worked hard since January for this rematch. We have put a lot of sweat and just flat-out hard work in preparation for this night. So to see the girls rewarded with a win is just phenomenal.
So a good time had by all as Conley is headed back. They'll take on their friends from Marvin Ridge in the state championship game Saturday at 7:30 in Raleigh. Meanwhile, in high school football, D.H. Conley also had a big game tonight, trying to win the Eastern Carolina Conference title for the second year in a row, but standing in their way, undefeated South Central looking to win a rare league title. And when they came out, fired up, ready to go, Conley would take the early lead thanks to a couple of touchdowns. They were up 14-0, but back would come South Central. Jeremy Lewis, the future ECU star, this big catch would set up a touchdown. And then David Blackwell, he wants Lewis to play some defense for him when he suits up for the Pirates. But here comes South Central again. 16 straight points. They'd eventually go up 28-27. Conley, one last chance. Nick Hamilton is going to keep it, trying to get the first down, but he's going to be short of the first down, and that's how it ends. South Central wins it 27-26. Then they planted a flag at midfield. That started a little bit of displeasure between the two schools. They had to sort that out, but in the end, South Central still gets the win.
It's a big-time game. A lot of emotions went back and forth. You know, it's a great football game. Emotions going forward.
What's tough is our kids played a heck of a football game. It's a heck of a football game. It's a great football game for Pitt County, and it's got to end like this in those situations. It takes away from what happened on the football field.
So South Central going to have that big win for them, so they're feeling pretty good, a rare conference title. Meanwhile, Kinston was in action. They just needed one more win, undefeated on the year, but they had to beat North Lenoir to get it. The Hawks winless on the season, so it looked like it was going to be an easy win, right? This is why they play the games. Played it at Wheat Swamp, where North Lenoir was ready to go up 7-0 early, but here comes Kinston. Here and Hooker, the pass to Kari Pitts, who takes it in. That tied it up at 7 apiece, but Jim Collins says, we're going to pull off the upset tonight, boys, or we're going to try at least. Trey Barnes takes it in, and North Lenoir had the 13-7 lead late into the second quarter. Ryan Gieselman, trying to become the all-time winningest coach in Lenoir County history, decides to go to his bag of tricks. Dimitri Holmes, the first pass he's attempted all year as a TD to Kamonte Roberts, made it 14-13, but the Hawk Crazies in the rain watched their team come back, get a pick six to take a 19-14 lead. In the driving rain, my battery ran out, had to use my cell phone, but it was worth it as the touchdown by Justin Holloway is your game winner. Kinston holds on 20-19 to get the win and lock up that conference title. Green Central, a game behind Kinston, and plays the Vikings next week. So the Rams needed to beat Aiden Grifton to still have a shot at the title. Well, Ray Darden from Aiden Grifton had something to say about that. The big boy, he's going to take it in.
Find the emotion right here. We got to have a stop and go down and drive the ball.
Alan Wooten trying to get his guys to hold up, but it wouldn't matter, as Darden would score 4 touchdowns, and Aiden Grifton, they end Green Central's title hopes 25-6. Wes Craven hit the road to Washington, and that's where the Eagles also trying to stay in contention for a share of the league title, even though they have already lost to Kinston. Trent Casey looking for Raquandre Johnson. And Raquandre going to get it all the way down to the red zone, and that's where they're going to hand it off to Dontrell Hill. He takes it in. Wes Craven takes a commanding lead, and Braden Gardner says, yeah, it's all us tonight, as Raquandre Hill, also doing it on defense, is going to get the interception, and Wes Craven is going to get the win, 22-7. So they are still in contention, and obviously good chance at getting a playoff spot. West Carteret trying to wrap up third place in the Coastal Conference, travel to Swainsboro. Senior night for those Pirates. But it would be, who else? Deshaun Jones. 5 touchdowns last week, a couple more tonight. West Carteret goes on and gets the win, 41-3. Let's check out James Keenan, star of the night, tied for first with Clinton. The Tigers took on rival Wallace Rose Hill in Legion Stadium. And check out Kanye Roberts. He's a freshman, just brought up from the JV. Well, Cameron Dalrymple says, I can score 2 for the Bulldogs, but Roberts, a touchdown again. Not bad for the freshman. 44-11. Wallace Rose Hill gets the win, leaving Clinton all alone in first place. The Dark Horses are at East Duplin tomorrow, weather permitting. Jones Sr. was on the north side of Beaufort County to take on the Panthers. And north side, trying to keep those Trojans winless, Tyler Maudlin is going to get the touchdown run. But Jones Sr. trying to break a 19-game losing streak. Check out the twins, DeTorian Brown to his twin brother, DeJour Brown. He scores. It was an 8-6 game. It was close, but here comes Northside on the triple option. Kenneth Winfield, somewhere, there he goes, is going to score. And Northside holds on to get the win, 22-20 over Jones Sr. We had some other scores tonight for you. South Lenore hit the road to Spring Creek, and how about the Blue Devils break them up 2 in a row as they get the win, 52-0. Hertford County beat Bertie 30-8. That one was tied 8-8 at the half. Coach Mizell says no offense for Bertie in the second half. They fall. Southwest Edgecombe, they win the Eastern Plains Conference 39-14 with a big win at Beddingfield. Bunch more games to show you tomorrow night, weather permitting. The big one everybody's talking about. Jacksonville, undefeated on the year, taking on Havelock, also undefeated, 8-0 versus 7-0. They're playing it in Jacksonville. It's going to be a winner-take-all game for the Coastal Conference. Had a nice preview for you that we aired at 6 o'clock. We were hoping to show you tonight, but don't have enough time, so we'll make sure we get involved in that one. Weather could be a big factor in that game, Donnie. It was a factor tonight, Donnie. I got rained on in Kinston. They weren't supposed to play and get rain tonight.
But at least it was less rain than what they'll see tomorrow night.